My name is Grace Bramlett, and I did my research paper on the life of a Puritan. The Puritans were a part of a religious reform movement based on the purification of the Church of England. They believed that the Church of England subscribed to way too many Catholic practices and wanted a pure form of worship and doctrine. The Bible was the ultimate authority to the Puritans. Church and daily life should be based on biblical scripture. And they wanted more simplicity in the church because they wanted a more simple way to worship than the elaborate Catholic rituals and services. The Puritans believed that daily life should be centered around education, hard work, and worship. All three were intertwined as they believed the Bible provided the outline for how a model Christian should live. They believed society had a moral duty to uphold religious beliefs and therefore led to early New England being largely shaped by religion and politics being viewed as interwoven. The Puritans believed that if all society could read the Bible, morality would flourish. Therefore, the Puritans prioritized education, resulting in high literacy rates. The Puritans were hard workers, and they adhered to strict gender roles. Most Puritan men were farmers or merchants, while the women were tasked with domestic duties, childcare, and education. Puritan worship centered around scripture, prayer, singing, and family devotions. They believed worship should extend to all of their daily actions. The pastor was the head of the Puritan church. They believed that the call to be a minister was a divine calling led by a spiritual conviction and confirmed by the church's congregation. They almost put the pastor on a pedestal, believing that he led by a godly example of moral integrity, preaching the word, and shepherding the congregation through spiritual growth. The pastor was to be a man of great character and morality that aligned with biblical scripture. Puritan families believed their greatest role was to spiritually guide their children towards a life that was pleasing to God. Religion dictated every aspect of their daily life, from how they worked to how they dressed to how they worshiped. They believed it was important to raise their children to learn life skills that would set them up for future success. Those skills were to align with their occupation that also aligned with their family values. Finally, Puritan families believed it was their duty to ensure a strong marriage for their children and would often choose and arrange their spouses with other Puritan families. In conclusion, the Puritan way of life reflected their Christian values in every aspect of society. They adhered to a simple way of worship, grounded in biblical principles and a strict moral code. And they placed a high value on community, hard work, and considered the family as a foundation of society. Because of their beliefs, church and state were intertwined on community, hard work, and considered the family as a foundation of society. Because of their beliefs, church and state were intertwined, with the Bible being the central to their formulation of religion, laws, and morality.